Jeez Louise. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to continue with episode 9. Finishing up Athens. Okay. So we will start here.
Listen and love you, Steve. Who cares, Steve? Out of the way.
Passi.
Keep away if you don't want trouble.
Ready to die!
This'll be easy!
now, Commander.
Faster! Increase speed! I want tight! Ship your oars! Rowers in position! Let's move! Come on!
We'll be waiting for you, Commander.
Another day is done.
Goddess.
Here.
I might have a job for you. If you're as good a fighter as I've heard.
You've heard of me?
Don't let it go to your head. I hear about everything that happens in this city, Misthios.
With flattery like that, how could I...
I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm trying to hire you. I need some Spartan military targets removed.
I'll help you, if I can. Depending on what it is you need. General...
Demosthenes.
Very good.
My spies tell me the Spartans are mobilizing. What I want you to do is hamstring them. Get in...
I guess that makes sense.
I'm thrilled you approve. You'll need to bring me the seals of the commanders you kill as proof.
Those don't seem like standard Athenian...
They're not. But it will work, and that's what matters. We've already lost too many. The other generals disagree, but
What do they want to do?
They want honorable, face-to-face warfare. Pitting off, we're not going to win a contest of strength against those brutes. We need to outthink them.
All right, I'll take the job.
Good. I might not have approval to deploy our men to do this, but I'm not...
What's so special about these seals?
Only elite Spartan commanders carry these seals. Those in charge of entire forts. They'd all die before parting with them. So...
Where can I find them?
The Spartans have been making inroads into Athenian territory.
What's your strategy?
Whatever it takes to protect Athenian...
That's not what I meant.
My career is none of your business. Know that I don't seek much.
You've told me enough. I'll get your seals for you, General.
Αθήνα τον εστί.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens! Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared.
Where?
To Pericles. Stay back! He is no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better...
Alexios.
Welcome, Alexios. And what did you think of...
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Alexios you'd invite him to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the...
If he's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see him as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Alexios, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There is an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Metiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally.
Phidias, the famous sculptor? What did he do exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close...
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens...
It's between the sophist Anaxagoras and another man, on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will...
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Πάυσε, κράζωση.
Here, friend. I saw you talking to my associate, Pericles.
From what I saw, you weren't doing much associating.
That's just politics. Pericles is a good man, a fine man, just not the right man.
That's not what I heard.
From whose lips? His?
He was elected. Athens is the seat of democracy.
Oh, it is. It's just that the wrong man is sitting in that seat.
Did you actually need something? Or did you just want to educate me on the finer points of it?
Pericles is holding parties for the rich and powerful while we're under siege. What?
My services don't come cheap.
I understand the wills of commerce and the needs of the people. I will pay you handsomely for your services.
And how do you want me to help?
Help Athens, not me. The Spartans howl outside our city walls. Create chaos among their... Think about it. Will you...
I have no problem killing Spartans.
Good. Kill their commander Nabis, destroy their supplies, and return to me with proof of your exploits.
I'll get it done.
Trust me, this is a...
Help me! Please, someone! By the gods, why did it have to be snakes?
Help me! You leave this. Kill me! Take me out of here! Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late!
Why are there so many snakes?
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you.
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick.
Oh yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded...
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll...
Part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiojos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiojos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's the real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller. Better stay hidden. His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Ποιος ο υπέτειος?
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you.
Here, give me that shit. Fine, think about it. Dream about it. Be about it. How does one get up there?
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
It isn't often you see a guard.
I just do what I'm told, stranger. And until I'm told...
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias up.
Listen, I'm working for Pericles. He wants me to see Phidias.
Well, I'm working for the people of Athens and they want Phidias dead. Now back off or you're dead too.
Everyone has a price. How much drachmae is this going to take?
Depends how much you have.
Here, take it.
That'll do just fine. You tell anyone I did this and you're as good as dead.
Funny. I was going to say the same to you.
Boom. Rescue them. Well, not yet,
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
They? Who?
The shadows in the night. Why you fear falling asleep? They're hunting me. Us. No one is safe in Athens anymore.
The cult of Cosmos. You know about them.
Of course I know about the cult. Here, look at this.
These are instructions.
On how to kill me. But they've been torn.
Then Pericles isn't just getting you out of Athens to save you from the trial. He's saving you from being murdered.
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial. The people are against you. And now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together.
Yes, of course.
Pussy.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmae. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Good. Any clues he has of the cultist identities, I want them.
Yes, yes, anything. A guard!
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
Right here.
Let's make
good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can. In position for sailing! Barnabas! You'll never believe what happened in Messara. Actually, you probably will.
You have my full attention.
I found the legendary labyrinth near Knossos.
Did you go inside?
I defeated the Minotaur.
That's quite a story.
Story? These are the gods we're talking about, Herodotus. Tell me, what did the beast look like? Was he as ruthless as the legends say?
He is. And smelled pretty bad, too.
How could anyone possibly believe I ripped out one of his horns?
You're a hero of legend!
And this artifact seems to have special abilities. The cult cannot get their hands on this.
I never thought to leave Athens.
I've left places Throw spear!
We hit them where they're weak!
Everyone brace! Arrows! Archers! Go!
Lose another round!
Speed up!
Some debris in the water.
Bastard! Get the fire! Forward! Fast as we can! Get that sail down!
Salvage nearby! Do you see that volcano?
It's pretty hard to miss.
Some say there is an entrance to the underworld at the bottom.
And what? You enter by diving in it?
That's the spirit! A brave Arcadian I once knew had the same idea.
And what happened to him?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess some mysteries are best left unexplored.
This is a nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do anything. I simply don't find myself traveling with ease very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're cleaning it up.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long. Oars at the ready! Let's go! We'll make landfall here!
It's good to see you alive.
And you, Theras. As you can see.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
I swear on my life, and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
Seal our fate.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but...
Of course he didn't. That's...
If someone is exiled...
If they do, they'll...
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take...
No one will see me go in. Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans. Got to be careful not to get spotted.
I'm glad he's gone.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know. It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like...
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came...
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the...
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and...
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world.
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite...
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for the...
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about. My own.
Then I hope you also think about today. About Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. That'll get me noticed by the bounty. That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know. My mother. There's the supplies. Kill the commander and bring back proof. Simple. This might interest Cleon, and it will give him the proof he wants. Let's ride! The gates are shut, no trade can come or go, and an army of Spartans waits for its prey. I should try to stay out of sight.
You've returned. Did you bring the proof I asked for?
I think this might interest you. I took it from the commander after I killed him. You know what it's about?
What do you mean?
Your reaction betrayed you.
Yes. The man mentioned in this note was on important business for Athens.
Why was the messenger trying to get to Mytilene?
He was to help distribute supplies to the people there.
Who is this man to you? You look concerned.
He was only an aide. It was his mission that was important.
I hope this proves I can be trusted to get the job done.
Proved you're competent, yes. Trusted. You did read the note.
I had to make sure it was proof of what I did. It could have been anything.
A good point. And because of this, I have another task for you. I need you to find my messenger, Yerimos.
This was the messenger from the north.
Yes, it's imperative Yerimos is freed and reaches the ship I've readied for him.
Where is the ship I need to take him to?
For now, it's safer you don't know. Once you...
Tell me about this messenger of you.
He's of no significance, but his mission is.
What mission is your messenger on?
The fewer people who know, the better. But understand, it is vital to...
Where should I look for Yerimos?
If the Spartans have him, he'll be in the old quarry. I have it on good authority they're holding all their prisoners there.
Don't worry. I'll get this Yerimos of yours to the ship. messenger. He's being held in that prison camp.
Well, less trouble for me, I guess.
Thanks, Miss Dios. This will not soon be forgotten.
I'll catch you!
Looks like I was too late for Erebus. Seems like Cleon's messenger wasn't the only one captured. Maybe I can help them too.
Thank you. I need to get to my ship. I'll reward you well.
You have a ship?
Yes. I came inland to meet an associate. You might have seen him. He enjoyed Spartan hospitality at the end of a rope.
Yerimos. I was sent to rescue.
We can still complete the mission.
Tell me who you are.
Captain Onomaklis. I'm on an urgent mission.
Spartan patrols could find us at any moment.
Agreed. We need to get to my ship.
I'll get you to your ship. Just point me in the right direction.
It's on the coast. Just south of Marathon Beach.
What's so important about this ship?
It's not the ship, but its cargo. It must reach its destination.
Then what's the cargo?
I'm not ungrateful for your help, but it's better you don't know.
Why is that?
Just believe me. What we do is for the security and future of Athens. This mission must succeed.
My payment relies on it. So, trust me, it will.
I really feel like I'm helping to do some messed up stuff with these people.
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
But at the same time, it's like I want to complete as many missions as I can. I don't know, I just feel like these dudes are shady AF.
Hey. Seems your crew met the same fate as you.
I don't blame Yeremus for talking. Spartans lack the most basic empathy.
Stay here. I'll kill the Spartans, destroy their ships, and free your crew.
You've done Athens a great service. On my return, I will make sure to acknowledge it.
Well, you did mention payment.
More than that. You will have earned the favor of some powerful people when they hear of what you've done.
I hear it's useful to have powerful friends.
The way the world is now, you need them more than ever.
What do you mean?
I've said enough, and my ship awaits. Thank you again, Mr.
You took far longer than I expected.
There were complications.
In what way?
Your messenger was dead by the time I arrived. But I was able to free the captain, and the ship sailed. So, I...
Ah, poor Yerimos. But I should be thankful for your initiative.
You don't seem very concerned about poor Yerimos.
Every struggle has its sacrifice.
What's in Mytilene that's so important?
People. We need as many allies as we can gather.
This was more than I bargained for.
You'll be amply compensated. You have done me and the people a huge service. One day, you will see your part in this great work.
All I got.
Goddess of war and wisdom.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe?
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from...
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of...
And you convinced her?
No. She asked the...
That was lucky. I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty...
And my weapons?
Don't worry. I'll take care of them.
Well... I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I'm probably wearing something so stupid.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
So.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously...
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a
Don't let the company here tonight
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn...
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, they may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what...
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he...
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about...
Me too.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-bladder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Of course, I only use the terms war
or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps...
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the...
I'll change the subject again. I'm looking for someone. A Spartan woman.
Spartan? Hopefully she's dead in the gutters. I wondered if you found the woman. Even if you saw her with...
This is getting nowhere. Forget it.
If you don't want to discuss that...
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies close.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe... In my opinion, it's just like her to...
This has been... useless. Here.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me...
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. Oh, go on.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not...
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my...
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it...
I'm sure he wouldn't.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I... Care for another impression?
That one isn't funny.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I... Care for another impression?
That one isn't...
Well, if you'll...
I suppose you've come in here to mock...
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculus. That...
I have no idea what that...
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is...
All right, if nothing else...
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me...
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of a...
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you. You're awfully worked up over Euripides.
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams...
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet...
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Care for another impression?
That one isn't funny.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might...
After my argument with Sophocles, I think...
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill...
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to...
An Athenian servant? You?
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me.
I wasn't questioning,
Why don't you just apologize?
It's he who should apologize.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth...
Pericles has invited...
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the...
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one...
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every pity.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priest.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have...
I love getting drunk and singing.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression.
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find...
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil,
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all...
After your display earlier, it's...
Obedient, too. If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank.
I ain't doing no gay stuff.
Just can't stay away.
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet...
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Which is why tonight is a
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates...
How I wish you were right. One day...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
all business right until...
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were the smartest and most...
Pietera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was...
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force. And the only ones there... Ali! Come back! Ooh, the celebration. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge...
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You remember. Perhaps...
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point...
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye?
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you...
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not...
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving?
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades? When a...
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men. What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only...
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for...
Socrates is an...
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and...
I can go get him, and Alexios can help.
That'll be fine. Run along, Alexios. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to. And I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to it. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Myrine, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me.
Hello?
Technically, you're a guest. If
Yeah, I was still
join
sleeping.
Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
I'm upstairs
When
now.
your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to
Yeah.
crave these moments of silence. Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
I think in the morning. I'm not sure. I guess you have to ask Kendall.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend.
So you knew.
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have...
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said...
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if
I don't
there's
think that
something
early.
I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Do what?
Anaxagoras understood my
No.
fears.
I'll get
10 years
it
is a
in the
long
morning.
time, but at least he'll be safe.
Yeah, there's a couple places we can go. We just need a truck.
If it's dangerous.
I would never have
There's a
sent
couple
him into
places we can
danger
go. We just need a truck.
It
The truck
seems you have
for like
many
20
loyal
bucks.
friends.
My people are important to me.
I have no idea. I mean, I got some stuff with the van, but I'm not sure what all racks and
Your
stuff
life
there are.
is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming.
Okay.
They're bringing their strongest weapon. Listen to him,
Yeah, I'm about to get ready for work.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know.
Oh, okay.
Regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there.
I'd
I
eat it.
suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my
Yep.
guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Now we got you £5.
Yeah.
But normally they do a 10-pound sale for $20.
Oh, really?
Yes, we bought that last time at 10 pounds.
That's a lot of
And
bacon.
they're long-ass strips, which is nice. Perfect for BLTs because you have to fold them in half to get them on the bread.
Mm.
That's what's not good about it because it gives you kind of like extra bacon.
Yeah.
Yep.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last
Later.
me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened. Okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Excuse me.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!